Hello everybody, welcome to my shop. I'm very lucky to have two table saws in my shop. One of them is a 40-year-old cabinet saw that my father bought, and I inherited it a few years ago. I really haven't gotten much use out of it until recently when I built a table saw sled for it. I looked around on the internet and found several ideas that I really liked and kind of came up with a combination that suits me just fine. This is not going to be a build video. I will post a link in the description to the videos that inspired most of this build. I'd just like to show you today what I did and how well it works for me, and maybe you can get some ideas for what you'd like to do on yours. I used oak runners that I made in the shop. I have 4 strips of slick tape on this tabletop. Tabletop was kind of rusty, and that's just, I had sanded on it and tried to clean it up, but the slick tape just made it very usable. I have a dust guard here that can be removed when necessary. It just has a piece of angle aluminum that slides in another piece of angle aluminum. Put it on there. This side has a bolt for the T-track. Put it in position and just tighten it down here. It's not going anywhere. One of the things I like about this sled is a replaceable insert that for zero clearance on the blade. It comes in the fence portion of it. It's just 1/4 inch plywood. Angles cut at 30 degrees to form a sliding dovetail basically. It slides into place. If that gets chewed up, you just replace it. I've already turned it over one time. You can see when I was testing it, I messed it up. But I turned it over at that time and haven't had to replace it yet. I did cut several of these while I was at it. Looking at the sled from the left end, you can see that the front fence is made from 2 pieces of oak glued at 90 degrees to each other. The base is 3/4 inch plywood. The front fence is bolted to the base with 4 1/4 inch bolts after carefully aligning it with the blade. Another piece of oak is bolted to the front fence to help locate the T-track on the top and to hold down the sacrificial base. The back fence is also 2 pieces of oak bolted to the base like the front fence. A second piece of oak is also bolted to the back fence. There are 2 1/4 inch bolts located vertically in each side of the back fence. These bolts secure the sacrificial base pieces, which are made from 1/4 inch birch plywood. The sacrificial bases slide in and out for replacement and to allow a fresh zero clearance kerf for the saw blade when needed. The use of the sacrificial bases also allows the sled to be used for bevel cuts. I've tested it with a 30-degree cut here. I've made a couple of stop blocks that slide in the T-track. I also have a hold-down clamp that slides in the T-track. For odd-shaped pieces, I have a hold-down clamp that spans the front and back of the sled and has about 5 positions for the clamping bolts. The dowel I use for a handle is attached with a 1/4 inch lag screw. My thanks to KIEFER for his great video that provided the basis and inspiration for this project, and thanks to LYNN for several ideas also. Watch their videos from the links in the description below. While you're there, check out their other videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.